get started, as an excuse to get to warmer weather in the winter has spawned decades of competition and tradition, and today, once again, these two will square off to find out who will take home the coveted jeweled shillelagh. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome at Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the USC Trojans, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They'll give it to the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Caught in the backfield, it's Smothers. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down, because now you know I got to pass the football, I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So just make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
The Trojans will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Let's see what he can do with it. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Looking for a crease to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockne's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. To the air, it's Carr. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Breaks into the open. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got him in the flat. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They want to run this quarterback. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Notre Dame right back to the line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Irish! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The give to the tailback. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. On the move, it's Tatum. Not much doing there. He gets gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. To the air, it's Nelson. On the run, still looking. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give to the batter. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier? Get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Gilbert.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Might be calling a hot route. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Carr. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Dropping back, it's Nelson. Fires to the big fella. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Trojans can really attack on this second and short. Gonna run it. It's Tatum. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Catch in the middle, it's Matthews. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown USC.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So many memorable and historic moments in this rivalry, guys. It's almost a century old now. First meeting in 1926.
When you think of all the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Luke Rockne, Eric Parsegian, John Robinson, Pete Carroll. A lot of national championships between these two schools, David.
Lou Holtz, we could keep going on. The uniforms are always strong, always consistent. Fan bases are always so great. This is a game you can set your watch by. You know it'll be great.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. To the air. It's Carr. The quick out. Thrust that arm out. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. To the air on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Good timing on the quick out. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Going to swing it on second down. Got the quick pass. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Run in the red zone, it's Marshall. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. Wide receiver going in motion.
Flip. Now.
A run for the quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Carr. Flips it out to the back. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Colorado State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Cam the Ram isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over San Jose State. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He'll pull it down. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. Fires left. Oh, it's picked off. At the 40, there he goes. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on first down, to throw. Intercepted deep in his own end. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Not only do they get the interception, but they're able to get a huge return. And remember, this team practices this all week, right? Once they get the interception, they've got guys turning their heads, and they're looking for blocks. They're looking for people to get a hat on down the field. And with that INT, they now flip it. That could be a big point swing in this game.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking for a man, it's Nelson. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. Wants to go up top. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. He's just able to get what he can get on the scramble play here down close in the red zone.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. And you saw that there on the incompletion.
dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Trojans! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacked on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Marshall. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll try the run. There he goes. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Trojans will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots and try to make some plays and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Looking for a man. It's Carr. It's incomplete, but I don't think it's going to matter. There's a flag at the line of scrimmage, and it looks as if the defense was offsides. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. The give is to Williams. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Tight end now in motion. To throw, it's Carr. Flips it out in the flat. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down.
3 and 25.
To the ground with the back. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Williams. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Using his feet. Turning it on. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
Man, that dude just hits the gas and just goes. How nice is it as an offensive coordinator to have a quarterback that you can run just like a tailback? And you got a tailback in the backfield with him all the time, and he can throw so many options, but you just see the speed when he hits the gas, and it is really nice.
Looking to pass. It's Carr. Takes the easy completion. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. Colorado State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Cam the Ram isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 10 over San Jose State. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here come the Irish back on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react to getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
691, gas bar, convoy. 42.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going.
Get set, get set.
They'll move the tight end. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down.
Gorilla, here we go.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down.
Blitz, blitz, blitz. Squirrel. Ready, go.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Big grab. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field?
Okay, ready?
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
This drive has already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock, and now they've got it on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Jacobs. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not on this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And that lead grows even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Nelson. The sure hands, it's Jordan. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it inside the 30. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
And the Trojans with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. An offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. The offense lining up for a first down play. He'll set up to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Catch in the middle, it's Fowler. And he'll be brought down.
And on offense right now, you're at a juncture here of the game in the fourth quarter, trailing the way you are. You can't punt anymore. Execution has got to be at a premium. And on that fourth down, you're able to hook up, move the sticks, and keep this momentum going.
The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, it's Nelson. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
Out of the shotgun on third down. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Brought it back to the 6-yard line after making the interception.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some...
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to solve the...
He's going for the big play. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Touchdown! Found open space. The band might as well start playing. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. The Irish have seized control against the Trojans and starting to put their eyes on that jeweled shillelagh.
The Irish doing what they need to do. Every year we look forward to this game. The hype, does it meet the hype? The Irish were ready. USC's got some answering to do, Palmer.
Touchdown Jesus is celebrating somewhere. What a game so far by Notre Dame. They're hitting on all cylinders. They knew how big this game was coming in. They knew they had to be dialed up and ready to go. And they have looked good. And I think the jeweled shillelagh might be making a trip to South Bend.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Single back formation, and they give it to him.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
To the air, it's Nelson. Grabbed in the middle, it's Fowler. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
He'll throw on 3rd down. He wants a big play here late. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Scanning the field, it's Nelson. Throws to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock.
USC.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Nelson. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
No harder position to play in a ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Second down, they'll go to the air. Takes a hit as he fires. It's dropped, and that's how we'll wrap up this one as the game is over. After a hard-fought victory, the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame have won the right to take home the coveted weapon of Gaelic combat, the Jewel Shillelagh. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.